And we'll turn it over to the voice of the Reveal the Hammer series, Mr. Matt Prayer. Matt, have a good call, buddy.
Certainly going to try, Chuck. Thank you so much. On behalf of the Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Models Series, we are excited to race in our first of 5 events of the 2024 racing season. We started with 35 cars. We're down to the 26 of the best wedge body warriors in the country. Let's meet your starting lineup for tonight's Michigan Auto Racing Fan Club 100. And starting shotgun in the field, the Mallory Building Contract number 5 from Owosso, Michigan, Jimmy O. Smith. Starting inside of that row, he was your winner of your last chance race, the Landscape Farms number 44 from Kalamazoo, Michigan, Zach Cook. Outside of the next row, aboard the Steinman's Transport number 17, he comes to us from Richmond, Michigan. Welcome, Justin Holloway. Inside of that row, he is the owner and promoter of Laird Raceway, aboard the Laird Raceway number 94 from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada, Donnie Varco. One of our contenders for the Jason Dees Trailer Sales Rookie of the Year title. With the Royal Truck and Trailer Sales number 104 from Milan, Michigan, Max Fair. Inside of that row, the owner and promoter of Owosso Speedway. With the Great Lakes Big Rig Challenge number 78 from Owosso, Michigan, Mike Sturgill. Outside of the next row, with the Duco Performance number 4, he comes to us from St. Joseph, Michigan. Welcome, Adam Terry. Starting next to him, a former track champion here at Owosso Speedway. First started Outlaw Super Late Model in 2 seasons. The Big Rigs Incorporated, number 16, from Brighton, Michigan, Kyle Crump. Starting outside the next row, he comes to us from nearby St. John's, Michigan. The A1 Auto Parts number P51. Welcome back, Scott Pemberton. Starting inside of that row, one of the most accomplished Outlaw Super Late Model drivers in the country. The Royal Truck and Trailer Sales number 71 from Milan, Michigan, Harold Fair Jr. Outside the next row, the modern-day Canadian version of Junior Hanley and Don Biederman, a former winner in the Cast Car Series, former winner of the Ontario Outlaw Super Late Model Series, the Cambridge Rigging number 84 from Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. Welcome, J.R. Fitzpatrick. Inside of that row, your 2023 Laird Raceway Track Champion. Another contender for the Jason Dees Trailer Sales Rookie of the Year Award. The Flawless Roofing number 77 from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Chase Wilson. Outside of row number 7, he is your All-Star Performance Fast Qualifier. Drew a deep inversion of a 14. The Wheeler Trucking number 10 from Flint, Michigan, Blake Childers. Inside of that row, reigning Kalamazoo Clash winner, with the 4J's Trucking number 12 from Middleville, Michigan, Brian Bergaker. Outside the next row, you're defending Michigan Kenworth Owosso 500 Series champion, Leclerc Racing number 8 from Portage, Michigan, Phil Bozell. Inside of that row, another contender for the Jason Dees Trailer Sales Rookie of the Year Award. The Best Deox Overnight Express number 32 from Tawas City, Michigan, Stephen Ullman. Outside the next row, the second Bobby Blount Motorsports entry, the Big Rigs Incorporated number 5 from Clio, Michigan, Trevor Berry. Inside of that row, one of the most accomplished drivers throughout the Midwestern United States, the Moran Chevrolet number 72 from Angola, Indiana, Scott Hans. Outside of row number 4, two-time track champion here at Owosso Speedway, the Main Beverage Company number 11 from Owosso, Michigan, Jason Falver. Inside of that row, another contender for the Jason Dees Trailer Sales Rookie of the Year Award, the State Building Company number 2 from Davison, Michigan, Scotty Lamb. Outside of row number 3, the Jim's Auto Body and Service number 7. He makes his home in Clark Lake, Michigan. Please welcome Justin Clardy. Inside of row number 3, two-time Reveal the Hammer Series champion, the Needle Speed Solutions number 14 from Berrien Springs, Michigan, Steve Needles. Outside of row number 2, another Jason D's Trailer Sales Rookie of the Year title contender, number 45 from Hazel Park, Michigan, Connor Zabosian. Inside of that row, an accomplished modified driver back in the late model after a few years' absence, the Mickey Slez number 57 from Barbo, Michigan, Josh Ware. Outside of row number 1, your defending Valley Truck Center Modified Track Champion. First start in Outlaw Super Late Models since 2007. The Wheeler Trucking number 17 from Bertrand, Michigan, David McManus. And starting on the pole, your defending Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Model Series champion, the Triple B Fabrication number 14 from Schoolcraft, Michigan, Mark Shook. Race fans, a big round of applause for our 26-car starting field that will race in the Michigan Auto Racing Fan Club 100. We'll give these drivers a few minutes, get strapped in, get ready to go. The first major event of the 2024 racing season for the Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Model Series. In excess of over $92,000. If someone were to win all 8 races in 2024, complete total purse in the 8 events that the Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Model Series will race in 2024, just under $500,000 is on the line, and it all starts right here with race number 1, the Michigan Kenworth, the Owosso 500 Series. These drivers will get strapped in, get final instructions, and they'll get ready to go. As we mentioned earlier today, the All-Star Performance Fast Qualifier was Blake Childers, the number 10. The Wheeler Trucking Seneca Performance Machine, the 31-year-old driver from Flint, Michigan. He drew a deep inversion of a 14. So your 14th, how close is this field? Your 14th fast qualifier just happens to be the defending Reveal the Hammer Series champion, Mark Shook, in the 14 machine. He'll start P1. As these teams get strapped in, get ready to go, we want to remind you our next event for the Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Model Series will be a couple weekends from now on Friday, June 7th, over at Kalamazoo Speedway in Kalamazoo, Michigan. It is the inaugural Marty Jones Memorial 75, the honor of the late great promoter of the Kalamazoo Speedway. It'll be the 75-lap main event, paying $7,500 to win, $750 to start. Race number 3 in the Reveal the Hammer Tour is right back here at Owosso Speedway with the richest paying event in all of Outlaw Super Late Model Racing. It is the 2nd annual Bob Finley Memorial 100. 100 laps, $20,067 going to the winner. That is going to be on Wednesday, June 19th. Also on that card will be the Valley Truck Center's Modified Division. 2 divisions, 1 night, Wednesday, June 19th. These Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Model Series competitors in the Valley Truck Center Modifieds will go at it. Ironically, the defending race winner of the Valley Truck Center Modifieds, well, he's starting inside of row number 2. Josh Ware out of Barbo, Michigan, back in a Super Late Model after a couple of years off. And, of course, Blake Childers, the defending Bob Finley Memorial Race winner. He'll be in the field as well. Ware looks to be doing double duty, decided to concentrate on just the Super Late Model tonight. You're all mini wedge drivers, aren't you? Yeah. You guys raced today earlier, didn't you? Race fans, these young men and women are the future of short track racing. They competed earlier today in the Duratec Automotive Mini Wedge Division earlier this morning. Nice round of applause for our men and women here. Who won today? You won? What's your name?
Cameron.
What's your last name, Cameron?
Owens.
Cameron Owens. You went to Victory Lane?
Yeah.
What did it pay to win?
Nothing much.
Trophy?
Yeah.
Did you thank all your sponsors and everybody?
I really don't got any.
Well, thank your family. Do it now. You got a few thousand people here. Thank your family now.
My uncle right there. He owns my race car. My mom, my dad. They made everything possible. Yeah.
Well, very good. Who else won today? Anyone else? You won today too? What's your name?
Cohen.
Are you Cohen Childers?
Yeah.
Is your dad racing right now?
Yeah.
When are you going to take over for him?
Never.
Never. Tomorrow? Oh, there you go. Who else won today? You won today? What'd you win? Third. Oh, you got third place? What's your name?
Grayson.
What's your last name, Grayson?
Marcinkowski.
Oh, you're from Canada, aren't you? That's right, yeah. Grayson Marcinkowski. They're getting final instructions. Race fans, are you ready for the Wedge Body Warriors? No. We got to try this again. Who's ready for the Outlaw Super Late Models? To give the command for the most famous words in motorsports is our drivers and teams from the Duratec Automotive mini wedges. But they need your help. We're going to count them off and send them off the most famous words in motorsports. And the count of 5, 4.
Start your engine!
We're ready to go. 100 laps. This is the Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Model Series. And they're running in the Michigan Kenworth Owosso 500 Series race number 1.
"100 laps the distance here. The Michigan Kenworth Owosso 500 Series getting ready to kick off the first of 5 100-lap events here at the Owosso Speedway. We have a star-studded field of drivers lined up here tonight. 100 laps.
Chris, is there any oxygen up here?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
Man.
Should have stretched first. I think you're going to pull something.
You're probably right. Race number 1 of 8 of the 2024 racing season for the Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Model Series. Once again, your lineup on the pole, the 14 of Mark Shook, 17 of David McManus, 57 of Josh Ware, 45 Connor Zabosian, 14 of Steve Needle, 7 Justin Clarity, 2 of Scotty Lamp, 11 Jason Felver, 72 of Scott Hance, the 5 Trevor Berry, 32 Stephen Oman, the 8 Phil Bozell, 12 Brian Bergaker, 10 Blake Childers. We'll get to the rest of the field. But this is the 2024 season opener for the Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Model Series. What we want you to do is we want you to get up. We want you to stand up. Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. It's about to be hammer time here at Owosso Speedway. Starter from Flint, Michigan, Mr. Nate Rowe, gives them the 2-lap to go signal. You can get up and wave again if you like. It is the 2024 season opener, the Michigan Kenworth Owosso 500 Series, race number 1, the Michigan Auto Racing Fan Club 100. Rest of the lineup: 77 Chase Wilson, 84 J.R. Fitzpatrick, 71 Harold Fair Jr., 51 Scott Pemberton, 16 Kyle Crump, 4 Adam Terry, 78 Mike Sturgill, 104 Max Fair, 94 Donnie Varco, 17 Justin Alloway, 44 Zach Cook, 5 Jimmy O. Smith.
On the flag stand, our honorary starter waving the green flag in memory of his grandpa, Jackson Wheeler, up there, gonna give him the green flag.
It's in the hands of defending Reveal the Hammer Series champion Mark Shook. To his right elbow outside of row number 1, defending Valley Truck Center Modified champion David McManus. Jackson Wheeler's got the green flag in hand, and we are back at it at the Big O. Mark Shook jumps out of the early race lead, but here comes the McManus on the high side. Side-by-side battle for the race lead on lap 1 between your front row starters. On to number 4, leader lap 1, Mark Shook.
Shook gonna take the early advantage here as McManus tries to fall back into place. Oh, caution on the speedway. Looks like Chase Wilson spun over in turn number 2. Caution, flag out.
2023 Laird Raceway Outlaw Super Late Model Track champion Chase Wilson goes around. That flawless roofing Seneca performance number 77 brings out our first caution flag of the evening.
Oh, you got to keep the sponsors happy.
Absolutely. Mark Shook on the inside, David McManus on the high side, chief starter Nate Rowe, green flag in hand. We're back underway. Race number 1 for the Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Model Series. Shook and McManus pick up right where they left off. Shook throws the block. Here goes Josh Ware to the inside. Little battle between some current modified drivers. Ware and McManus for second. Mark Shook, your leader.
And that battle continuing on for second as Ware gets to the inside of McManus. He'll have him clear going off into turn number 3. Jason Felver on the move as well. He moves to the inside of Zabosian to move up.
Jason Felver absolutely struggled today in practice. Never got above 20th in either practice session, but he came on strong in qualifying, and they qualified 7th quick. And now he's up in the top 5 here on his home track as he got by Trevor Berry, the 5 machine.
Well, Matt, you talk about the mark the Felver family's left on the Owosso Speedway. It's become a lot more literal here in the last few months. Felver's employer, Fessler & Bowman, is the company pouring all the concrete in our pit area. So Jason has a lot of personal involvement here with this evolution of the Owosso Speedway that we're in the midst of. But success has eluded him the last couple years. He's had a couple strong runs, but nothing to write home about. So he's got a lot to stand up for here tonight.
Currently sitting in 5th is your race leader, Mark Shook. In the 14, the Triple B Fabricating Badass Race Cars. Number 14, carrying the in-car camera for the Owosso Speedway YouTube broadcast today. Appreciate everyone tuning in to the broadcast. Absolutely free, Chris Foamy. We can't thank you all enough for tuning in. And you just saw a caution flag come out as Scotty Lamp is facing the wrong way. Harold Fair Jr. moves forward in the 71 machine. That brings out our second caution flag with 7 laps completed, 93 laps to go.
Yeah, it appears maybe the 71 affair got mixed up in that as well, but definitely Scotty Lamp facing the wrong direction.
In the world of Outlaw Super Late Models, the Owosso 500 Race Series with the Reveal the Hammer Series thrives. Quality shows all made possible by Michigan Kenworth. Michigan Kenworth, with 6 locations across the state, is the ultimate destination for medium and heavy-duty commercial trucks. Under the trusted Kenworth brand, they dominate the Michigan territory. The CSM Truck Network, part of Michigan Kenworth, is the lone statewide commercial truck dealer group offering a convenient one-stop, full-service experience. Michigan Kenworth's phenomenal growth is no coincidence. They prioritize customers with fair dealings and a customer-centric approach, setting them apart. Backed by CSM companies, Michigan Kenworth provides exceptional product support and end-to-end solutions covering rentals, leasing, financing, parts, and service support. With 45-plus industry years, Michigan Kenworth is a top North American Kenworth dealer, 3-time Kenworth Award recipient, Those are awards earned and not just given. From Class 5 to Class 8 trucks, Michigan Kenworth delivers quality, performance, and a smooth ride. They're the world's best for a reason. Discover other convenient locations, including Wisconsin Kenworth, Saarland Kenworth, French Ellison Truck Center, and 3 Florida locations. Michigan Kenworth, where quality meets customer satisfaction. Experience excellence in every mile you drive.
Mark Shook, your race leader. He again takes the inside, but this time he's got Josh Ware to his right elbow. And Josh Ware is no slouch in a late model. 3 of his 6 career track championships at 3 different racetracks have come in an Outlaw Super Late Model. As Brian Bergager comes back on the track, he made a quick pit stop.
Yeah, Josh Ware, no slouch. He doesn't give an inch on the track. And if I was Mark Shook, between having Josh to my outside and McManus right behind me, I'd be a little nervous at this point. But then again, I'm not Mark Shook. Green flag's out. Here we go.
Shook with a solid start on Josh Ware in a 57 machine. That's Justin Clardy working the high side. A little bottleneck going out of turn number 2. Clardy working the high side of David McManus. And here comes the Clark Lake, Michigan veteran up to the podium in 3rd.
Justin Clardy, I think, on a 6-race stretch of bad luck here at the Owosso Speedway. A case of what can go wrong will go wrong for that number 7 machine. Right now, though, in the early goings, he's working on Josh Ware for that 2nd spot. That school bus yellow number 7 looks to be in pretty good shape.
Clardy's, this is his first race in his Outlaw Super Late Model of 2024 with Justin Clardy, but he's already gone to Victory Lane this season, the SCCA tune-ups out of Virginia International Raceway. He went to Victory Lane twice here a couple weekends back.
I am correct. I believe he's the only one in this field that's raced at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
That is a fair statement. Without looking, I think you're pretty 100% accurate on that. As he works on Josh Ware, who's in 2nd spot. Mark Shook, your race leader. Peter McManus is 4th, Jason Felber 5th. How about Stephen Ullman in the 32 machine? He started 11th. He's worked his way up to the 7th spot.
Yeah, Ullman has quickly become another one of those dark horse contenders in this one, Matt. Probably, again, not a favorite coming into the weekend, but he has had consistent speed all day long and could very well see himself be a threat if he keeps his head about him.
In that white and purple number 32, Stephen Ullman was 3rd quick in the 1st practice session, 2nd quick in the 2nd practice session, as Childers gets together with hands and collides with Mike Sturgill over in turn number 2. Brings out the caution flag, and that all started with Childers and Hans getting together. Everyone taking evasive action. Unfortunately, Mike Sturgill nowhere to go, and then Great Lakes Big Rig Challenge number 78. Sturgill with heavy damage. Childers with some cosmetic damage. Harold Fair Jr. turns around, but Scott Hans hard up in the turn 2 wall.
Looks like Donnie Varco and Scotty Lamp caught up in that as well.
And you see the fluid that came from the back end of Mike Sturgill, where he's come to rest at the center of the backstretch. Sturgill, heavy damage after slamming into the side of Blake Childers. Just nowhere to go for the on-the-way Michigan driver.
Yeah, the way that front end's beat in, best case scenario, we have a broken radiator, and it's just some water we need cleaned up. But gosh, a very physical start to this one. Must be a full moon tonight or something, Matt.
Yeah, something. I'm not real sure.
There's definitely something in the air tonight for sure.
Mark Shook, Josh Ware, lead him out of turns 3 and 4. Chief starter Nate Rowe, the green flag. We're back underway. Justin Clardy may have caught Josh Ware napping, put Clardy into 2nd spot. The number 7 machine. He'll look to challenge the defending Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Model Series champion Mark Shook. Clardy and Shook, 1 and 2. They have pulled away. Josh Ware is 3rd, battle for 4th. McManus on the outside. Here comes Jason Felber in the 11 machine. Little bump there between McManus and Felber. That allows Steve Needles to get to the inside.
Steve Needles, one of the winningest drivers in Reveal the Hammer history, has a couple championships under his belt as well. Had a bit of an off season last year, but looking to redeem himself. He's on the move here in the early goings of this race.
Steve Needles' last win came at Bertrand Speedway back in September of 2022. As you mentioned, Chris, went winless in 2023. The all-time winningest driver in Reveal the Hammer's brief history. That white number 14 as McManus all kinds of sideways. Bozell gets by. Fitzpatrick gets by. Put J.R. Fitzpatrick to 8th in the 84.
Justin Clardy up in front in that yellow number 7, all over the back bumper of Shook there that last time through 1 and 2. He gets within striking distance in 3 and 4, but not quite able to make a move yet.
19 laps completed, 81 laps to go. Mark Shook, your race leader, the silver 14. That yellow school bus number 7, and Justin Clardy riding second. Josh Ware's recovered nicely. He's in third spot in the 57 and is catching the race leaders. Battle now shaping up for the 4th spot between a pair of white cars, the white 11 and Jason Felver, the white 14 and Steve Needles, and here comes Stephen Ullman in a 32 machine. Ullman started 11th, he's up to 6th.
Well, you mentioned it earlier in the show, Matt. Ullman said he had something for him today, and he is showing it as this race continues to march forward. He's got the winningest driver in Reveal the Hammer history looking a little nervous up ahead of him.
He absolutely does, as Needles working on Jason Felver. That is for the 4th spot. They make their way into turns 1 and 2. A trio of white cars. 4th, 5th, and 6th with Phil Bozell and J.R. Fitzpatrick from 16th to 8th.
Oh, caution on the speedway. The 16 car up in the wall over on the back straightaway.
That's Kyle Crump. The Big Rigs Incorporated number 16 from Brighton, Michigan, former track champion here at Owosso Speedway, Kyle Crump. Slows to a crawl in the number 16 car. Out of turn number 4, green flag's out, we're back underway. Clardy got the jump on Shook, give the lead to Clardy. Justin Clardy, your race leader in the number 7 car.
Clardy's been in this position a couple times here at the Owosso Speedway. You got to think the racing gods owe him at least 1 or 2 based on the way his last couple seasons have gone. Clardy out in front here with 27 laps in the books. And the battle really is on right now for 3rd. Jason Felver has got to have the hair on his arm standing up, feeling all those cars right behind him, breathing down his neck. Oh, guess it may have got the best of him there.
As Felver goes around in the 11 machine, brings down the caution flag one more time.
Boy, if that's not the commentator's curse.
May have been some contact with a 32 of Stephen Ullman. And while that was going on, we keep singing the praises of J.R. Fitzpatrick. He just went by Phil Bozell to take over the 6th spot at the time. He's going to more than likely move into the top 5 now.
And, you know, we've been saying it all along. He is going to be a threat. And here he is, proving us right.
Hey folks, ever wondered what adds that extra spark to Owosso Speedway's vibe? Well, here's the secret sauce. Agnew Sign Company. These guys are the creative geniuses behind all the jaw-dropping signage that gives Owosso its unforgettable charm. Picture this, from the bold Owosso Speedway sign greeting you at the entrance to those cool banners leading you to your seats, it's all the handiwork of Agnew Sign Company. And hey, have you checked out the sleek pace car, the rock-solid safety trucks, and the speedy ambulance? Bet you didn't know it, but Agnew Sign Company's magic touch extends to these crucial Speedway essentials too. Now, let's talk about your business. Want to stand out from the crowd? With Agnew Sign Company's touch, it's totally doable. Think striking awnings, inside-out captivating signs, lively banners, and stunning vinyl graphics. Their lineup will blow your mind. But hey, Agnew Sign Company isn't your run-of-the-mill signage crew. They're in the business of redefining branding. Their one-of-a-kind products will take your company's image to new heights, leaving a lasting impression that sticks with your audience. audience. Ready to experience the Agnew difference? Head on over to agnewgraphics.com for a treasure trove of marketing possibilities. Or swing by their spot at 1905 West M21, just a stone's throw away from Owosso. Or give them a call, 989-723-4621. That's 989-723-4621 with any questions you have. Big shout out to Agnew Sign Company for making Owosso Speedway shine bright. Now it's your turn to let their magic work wonders for you and your company. Agnew Sign Company, where standout signage meets unforgettable branding.
They'll come out turn number 4. Green flag's out. We're back underway. Clardy with a good jump on Shook. Felver and Needles in a battle. Here comes Fitzpatrick in the 84 car. He'll look to size up two-time Owosso Speedway track champion Jason Felver.
And he's going to show Felver the nose off at turn 4. As we have a 3-car nose-to-tail battle at the front of the field. Clardy, Shook, and Needles.
And just behind Fitzpatrick, Bozell and Bergaker collided. Bergaker lost a couple spots, but he keeps it moving forward. We see green as Justin Clardy, your race leader. Mark Shook second. Fellow number 14, Steve Needles a third. Jason Felver shoveled back to fourth into the grass on J.R. Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick once again shows Felver the nose down the front straightaway. He'll pull alongside through turns 1 and 2. Not able to maintain off of turn 2. But Felver still gives him room on the inside. Fitzpatrick right there.
32 laps completed as a battle between a pair of number 14s for the second spot. The silver 14 of Mark Shook, the white and blue 14 of Steve Needles. Needles to the inside. The only two reveal the Hammer Series champions in series history. Well, that battle's over. Steve Needles the second.
While that was going on, Matt Fitzpatrick falling back into the clutches of the 8 of Phil Bozell there for a couple laps. Adam Terry not too far off from that battle as well. Terry really looking like a superstar here tonight. He's had some struggles last year, ended up on his side at one point, and has fought back now to be inside of the top 10, and looks like he may be surging forward.
Laps finally starting to click off here. 35 laps completed, 65 laps to go. Justin Clardy, your leader, but right behind them are the only two reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Models Series champions in series history. 2021, 2022 champion Steve Needles, 2023 champion Mark Shook.
And Needles closing the gap to Clardy pretty quick, shaving off a couple hundreds there that last time around.
Needles, as you mentioned, closing the gap, but so is Mark Shook. Needles, though, catching a back bumper of that number 7 Jim's Auto Body and Service Seneca Performance Machine. As you've got 4 Seneca cars in the top 5 with the one badass chassis of Mark Shook.
Needles beginning to look around the banks here at the Owosso Speedway, seeing if he can find somewhere to make a run on Clardy. Clardy is about as smooth as it gets in these Outlaw late models. He's not one to slip up, but he has definitely been lacking in the reliability department the last couple of years.
Longest green flag run of the night here in the 2024 season opener for the Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Model Series. 41 laps completed, 59 laps to go. Steve Needles taking a peek to the inside of Justin Clardy, the number 7 car. Needles right on the back bumper of that yellow number 7. And behind him, Mark Shook off the pace. Shook falls back to 5th. And Jason Felver to 3rd. J.R. Fitzpatrick now to 4th.
And Phil Bozell coming through as well. Shook is plummeting through the running order. Looks like he may be heading off the track. Tough break for your defending series champion. In the meantime, up at the front of the field, it's Needles looking to the outside of Clardy off of turn 4. Clardy shuts the door down the front straightaway.
Mark Shook's the title to beginning his title defense, not the way he wants it. He's out of this event as he'll call tonight. Now Justin Clardy trying to keep Steve Needles at bay, but here comes Needles. And Jason Felver is reeling in your top 2 car as well. And the caution flag comes out. Brian Bergaker comes to a stop over in turn number 4. brings out the caution flag for the 7th time.
Tough break for that 12 machine. Went off the track during one of the early cautions, made some adjustments, and was really making his way up through the field. Unfortunately, going to come to a premature end over there in turn number 4, just shy of the M&K Truck Center restart zone.
Yeah, Bergaker had to make a pit stop early in this event, clawed his way back to the top 7. But unfortunately, Bergaker's night may be over. The winner of the Midwest Modifieds Tour, powered by Wheeler Trucking event last Saturday over at Berlin Raceway. Unfortunately, Bergaker's night may be over.
All right, Clardy and Needles are going to be the front row. This is the best shot Steve Needles has had being able to restart alongside Clardy. Justin still has the preferred line. We'll see how it shakes out here. 55 to go. Green flag back out.
And Max Baer able to make his way back on the racetrack. He pitted under that caution flag. As Clardy with a nice jump. Here comes Phil Bozell back to the inside of J.R. Fitzpatrick. That's for the 4th spot. Bozell, one of the very best in the United States against J.R. Fitzpatrick, one of the very best in Canada. They're going to one-on-one, and here goes Fitzpatrick to the inside.
Fitzpatrick really threading the needle there around the outside of the 4. Terry to the inside of the 8 of Phil Bozell. That move right there gave me goosebumps, Matt. That was absolutely awe-inspiring. As up at the front of the field, Clardy able to actually get a little bit of breathing room on Needles.
And Fitzpatrick could be in trouble in the 84 machine. He is off the pace. Possible flat tire on that Cambridge rigging number 84. He's got the arm waving out the driver's side window. And Fitzpatrick is going to pull in the infield, and that's going to do it for Fitzpatrick. Tough break, the Cambridge, Ontario, Canada driver.
At least he doesn't have to take 10,000 American across the border. That'll make his trip home a little quicker, at least. As we get to the halfway point, 50 in, 50 to go. Clardy, Needles, Felver, Bozell, Terry. Your top 5. Scotty Lamp sitting just outside of the top 5 after spinning the wrong way a couple times in this race. He sits in 6th with Trevor Berry following in tow.
A trio of modified drivers, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Scotty Lamp in the 2, Trevor Berry in the 5, David McManus in the 17. You can go one step further in 10th with Stephen Ullman in the 32 car. How about a good run by Justin Holloway in the 17 machine? He started 24th. He has worked his way to the 11th spot. Now he's in line for that Sweet Manufacturing Hard Charger Award.
Yeah, now that we've lost Fitzpatrick, it's got to be Holloway that may be the favorite. As Needles, once again, all over the back of the 7 of Clardy there for a second, coming out of turn 4. Clardy leaves just a peak open to the inside, and Needles goes to try to walk through that door. Door shuts right in his face.
If you know Steve Needles, if you've watched him race enough, you know he is just setting Justin Clardy up. He's trying everything he can. He's letting him know he's there. He's not letting him stray too far out in front. But expect Steve Needles with about, if they stay like this, with about 15 to 20 to go, expect Needles to possibly pull the trigger.
But right now, Needles maintaining the gap, keeps within contact of the 7 of Clardy, but not yet pushing the issue, like you said, Matt. But this is also beginning to allow the 11 of Jason Felver and the 8 of Bozell to reel in your top 2, so he may need to make his move sooner than later.
And Adam Terry starting to make his presence felt, the number 4 machine. Adam Terry, 2nd all-time in career appearances in the Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Models Series, behind only Steve Needles in the 14 machine. And Needles is right on the back bumper of Clardy, and Needles realizes he may have to go, because here comes Jason Felver, here comes Phil Bozell as Clardy slammed the door coming out of turn number 2.
That got a little bit dicey there. Needles tried the outside. Clardy said, no thank you, sir. And now Felver is right in the wake of your top 2 cars. Bozell closing in fast as well. And this is a race, really, if you think about it, Matt, that's kind of shaping up to be a classic Phil Bozell kind of race, where he has not had the outright speed of the top cars. But we're at the point where it's, Needles on the outside of Clardy. I'll finish that thought another day.
No doubt, here comes Steve Needles round the outside. Give him the lead on lap 61.
And the problems for the 5 car.
Trevor Berry's off, but a lap before that, Stephen Ullman pulled off in the 32, so attrition's starting to play a role in this one.
Well, we mentioned this is one of the very first hot days of the year here in this area, and we're seeing whose engine program can sweat it out. Right now, it's not looking great for quite a few drivers.
And that includes Trevor Berry, who was called in tonight, so both Bobby Blount Motorsports cars are out of this event. But Steve Needles, the all-time winningest driver in Reveal the Hammer Series history, out in front. 6 career wins. No one else in the series history has more than 2. Justin Clardy second, Jason Felver third, Phil Bozell fourth, Adam Terry fifth. Your highest running Jason Dees Trailer Sales rookie contender is Scotty Lamp in the number 2 machine, and that's a big deal for the freshman in this series. A $250 bonus going to the highest finishing rookie of all 8 races.
Bozell beginning to make moves on the 11, and Jason Felver, that final podium spot. Bozell right there behind the 11, shows him the nose off of turn 2 just a little bit. Felver giving him room so far.
As you know, Chris spent a little time at the Owosso Speedway between 2021 and 2023. In 21 as well as 2022. 2nd through 5th, all regulars at Owosso Speedway on Friday nights. That's Justin Clardy, Jason Felver, Phil Bozell, and Adam Terry.
And those were some classic battles between Clardy and the Bozells and Blake Childers, who unfortunately dropped out of this race. But those were some amazing battles on a little bull ring.
Phil Bozell, 2021 track champion. Justin Clardy, 2022 track champion. But Steve Needles has opened up a 1.5 second lead over Justin Clardy. 70 laps completed, 30 laps to go for Needles, looking for career win number 7 after going winless last year.
And he's got some breathing room, almost 2 seconds now between himself and the rest of the field. And the only thing in the windshield are, well, it was a lapped car, then the 104, and Max Fair decided to exit.
And because of the attrition of this event, Max Fair, another Jason Dees Trailer Sales rookie contender, he's going to finish in the top 10 in that 104 machine. And for Fair, that'll be his best career finish in his brief appearances in the Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Model Series.
I guess that'd be a best career almost finish.
Yes, indeed. Best career showing. How's that?
That works.
73 laps completed, 27 laps to go. Steve Needles, your race leader. 2nd through 5th now, running somewhat nose to tail. Led by the 7 of Justin Clardy, the 11 of Jason Felver, the 8 of Phil Bozell, the 4 of Adam Terry.
And they look settled in here, but I'm not convinced that this battle is over between those 4 cars. There's just something brewing there. Somebody's getting ready to make a move. My guess would be Bozell, given past history here at the Owosso Speedway.
It is about Bozell time with 25 laps to go as Scott Pemberton calls it a night in the P51. Tough break for the St. John's native. About 20 minutes away.
As we get into the deep end of this one, cars seem to be dropping like flies. Needles leads over Clardy, Felver, Bozell, Terry.
Steve Needles setting sail. That Needles Speed Solutions Seneca Performance number 14 as a battle 2nd through 5th continues with Justin Clardy with a little bit of real estate between himself and that 3rd through 5th place battle between the 11 of Jason Felver, the 8 of Phil Bozell, the 4 of Adam Terry.
Well, the back end of that 11 of Felver looked like it got a little bit out of shape. That allows Bozell now to get to the inside of the 11 car. Bozell will have the position as we get back to the line. Phil Bozell now final podium spot. Adam Terry looking to follow Bozell's example as the 11 of Felver once again, the back end gets very happy going down the back straightaway.
And Bozell, as you mentioned, now in the 3rd in the number 8 machine. And Justin Clardy, something amiss underneath. The number 7 of Clardy, something breaking underneath. That number 7 of Jim's Auto Body and Service, Seneca Performance Machine, and Clardy's night will come to an end with 20 laps to go. Caution flag out.
Boy, if somebody were to write a book Called 1,000 ways to let a race get away from you. I think Justin Clardy would probably be able to write the foreword.
That could be as a right front tire down, but that could also possibly be a broken shock on the number 7 machine. And tough break for Clardy, who led 36 laps after taking the lead from Mark Shook on lap 25. So 80 laps completed, 20 laps to go. Once again, a reminder, we encourage you fans to head down to the pits after the races to meet and greet the cars and stars of the Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Models Series. They'll be hanging around for a while afterwards.
Just remember to be careful down there. You have haulers that are trying to leave and other things going on from some of our other drivers as well. So if you are going to go down pit side, please, keep your head on a swivel.
8th caution of the night. This one involves Justin Clardy. 80 laps completed, 20 laps to go. And now that's going to put Phil Bozell next to Steve Needles on the restart.
Owosso Speedway thanks Michigan Paving for their sponsorship of the 2024 All-American Truck Division. At the heart of Michigan's asphalt landscape lies Michigan Paving, a trusted name shaping highways and communities alike. With a promise as bold as the roads they pave, Michigan Paving welcomes you to a world where quality meets innovation. From the hum of their asphalt plants to the precision of their paving crews, excellent is not just a goal, it's a guarantee. Partnered with cutting-edge technology, they craft projects that exceed expectations and timelines, ensuring your vision is realized right on schedule. But it's not just about the asphalt, it's a commitment to safety and service that truly sets them apart. Awards adorn their journey, a testament to their unwavering dedication to a job done right the first time. So whether it's your neighborhood street or a sprawling commercial hub, Michigan Paving is your ally in asphalt. Check out some of the projects they have done or request a quote by visiting michiganpaving.com. Let them guide you through the maze of possibilities, where quality materials meet expert hands to create a legacy that stands the test of time. Step into the future of paving with Michigan Paving.
Green flag
you
for
said
back
that.
underway. Bozell and Needles side by side. Needles with the jump going down the backstretch. Bow for third. Adam Terry on the high side of Jason Felver. Scott Lamp is there. So is David McManus. Felver got sideways. Give third to Adam Terry.
And McManus now going to test the outside of Felver, thinks better of it. But it's now a total west side top 3. Needles, Bozell, and Terry, your top 3. Owosso's own Jason Felver in 4th.
Scotty Lamp, his second ever start in an Outlaw Super Late Model. That's State Building Company number 2. Highest running rookie at the moment. He's in the top 5. David McManus, good run for him in 6. Justin Clardy is 7. Justin Holloway is actually 1 lap down, but he's still 8th in the grid and still in line for that Sweet Manufacturing Hard Charger of the Race Award.
Clardy made it back out, but I don't necessarily think that car is at 100%. It still doesn't look quite, he doesn't look very confident in it compared to how it looked a couple laps before the caution.
And yeah, this is the 2024 season opener, but Justin Clardy, like several drivers, they are running the full schedule in the Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Model Series. They realize attrition has played a role in this race, so by staying out on the racetrack, that is valuable points over 17 or 19 other drivers.
Yeah, not to mention how far he could have fallen down the grid if anyone else made it back out. So he's definitely scrounging for every point he can here as we come to 12 laps to go for Steve Needles in the 14.
Steve Needles in command with a 1.4 second lead over Phil Bozell, who's got about a second lead over Adam Terry, who's in the final podium position in 3rd. Jason Felver is 4th. Scotty Lamb trying to hold off David McManus for that final spot in the top 5. A great run for Lamb, one of our Jason D's Trailer Sales Rookie of the Year title contenders.
10 to go now.
Yes.
Needles gets back to the line. Bozell second, Terry third, Felver fourth, Lamp in fifth.
10 laps to go. 10 laps to go. Make it 9 this time for Steve Needles in the 14 machine. Phil Bozell, your defending Michigan Kenworth, the Owosso 500 Series champion, in second. Adam Terry third, Jason Felver fourth. That's another thing we haven't talked about much about tonight. A series within a series. The Michigan Kenworth, the Owosso 500 Series, counts for those points as well as the overall Reveal the Hammer Series standings.
That's right. Needles is going to stake his claim early if he's able to hang on, which it's looking pretty likely now with just 7 laps remaining.
Adam Terry with a safe piece of real estate between himself and Jason Felver for that final podium position in third. First row battle on the racetrack is for fifth. The black number 2 is Scotty Lamp. The white and maroon 17 at David McManus as they battle for the fifth spot. And you're right, with Justin Clardy, he's just maintaining pace behind the lap car. Justin Holloway staying on the racetrack, garnering those valuable Reveal the Hammer points. Even though it is the season opener.
Oh, it looked like the 17 of McManus was taking a peek at the 2 of Lamp as we are inside of 5 to go. 3.5 laps to go for Needles as he heads down the back straightaway. Just a trio of laps remaining now. Needles holds the point. Bozell in second, Terry in third. Closest thing to a battle on the track right now is 4th, 5th, still the 17 of McManus, the 2 of Lamp.
Steve Needles, 6 career wins, 2 coming in the inaugural 2021 season. 4 of those victories coming in 2022. He went winless last year as he receives a white flag. 1 lap to go for Needles. Phil Bozell second, Adam Terry third, but he'll make his way down the backstretch for the final time into turn number 3 and turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Steve Needles wins the Michigan Auto Racing Fan Club 100.
Phil Bozell going to come home second, Adam Terry in third, Jason Felver fourth, Scotty Lamp fifth, David McManus sixth, Clardy in seventh, Holloway eighth, Scott Pemberton and Max Fair complete the top 10 despite not making it to the finish. Race fans.
Check.
That was it's been a very physical night of racing, but we have made it through, and believe it or not, the destruction actually isn't supposed to start until 3 o'clock tomorrow. But in the meantime, to get a word with our podium finishers, we'll throw things down to the voice of Reveal the Hammer, Matt Preer.
Check, check, 1, 2. There we go. 2021, 2022, Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Model Series champion. Went winless in 2023. But he takes care of that in a hurry here in the 2024 season opener. Round number 1, the Michigan Kenworth Owosso 500 Series. 39-year-old driver from Berrien Springs, Michigan, the Needle Speed Solutions Seneca Performance number 14. 2-time series champion, all-time winningest driver in series history. All-time leader in career appearances in the series as well. Number 1 in most statistical categories. He'll add to it with a win. Big round of applause for Steve Needles. Steve, outstanding job. Congratulations. You had a heck of a time there initially with Justin Clardy when you were able to make the pass. And after last year going winless in this tour, you knocked that out right off the get-go. Career win number 7 here in career race number 18 in the series. You won almost half these races.
Man, we had a fantastic car tonight, man. From halfway on, this thing was just on a rail, man. I can't thank Terry Seneca, Heather Seneca enough. You know, they helped me out putting this deal together, and You know, Brandon Ernest, Chris and Adam Terry, Todd Rosebrew helped us, loaned us a motor to get to this deal. So, man, so many people with their hands involved in this. I can't begin to thank them all enough. And especially my crew guys, my dad, my wife, my boys here tonight. Like, this is just amazing.
We go to a track that's pretty special to you, coming up in race number 2 for the Reveal the Hammer Series, Friday, June 7th. The inaugural Marty Jones Memorial there at Kalamazoo. You go in as the points leader. That race is going to, I'm sure, like with you and with the top 3 here, all from the southwest part of Michigan, that's going to be a pretty special race for you.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, man. Kalamazoo is where I started in late models, so to be able to go back home and run a Hammer Series race, I know it means a lot to us. It means a lot to them, and going to be pretty exciting.
Real quick, tell us about all the sponsors everyone makes happen for you.
Yeah, Seneca Performance, Ernest Performance, Duco, Resistance Welding Supplies, Rosebrew Trucking. I have my own business, Needle Speed Solutions. We got CCM Welding, Strange Oval, Quick Car, All-Star, Sweet Manufacturing. There's more, but Total Seal Piston Rings. We got a ton of help on this thing to make it happen, and for a little low-buck team like we are, it's pretty special.
Steve Needles, your winner of the Michigan Auto Racing Fan Club 100 here in Owosso Speedway. Runner-up showing for your defending Michigan Kenworth Owosso 500 Series champion Phil Bozell. And Phil, it looked like an adventurous 100-lap race for you. Battling back and forth outside the top 10, back in the top 10, back in then the top 5. You end up with a runner-up showing, but it was a lot of work to get there, wasn't it?
Yeah, these races are tough, and this is hard on equipment, and wanted to kind of get going there and get sorted out and see where we were. And the top wasn't very good earlier, so wanted to get in a rhythm and ride on the bottom and just kind of time and took what we could get there and went after it on restarts for a little bit, got back in line and rode, and a couple things fell our way, and the car stayed pretty consistent all night long. It just didn't have nothing for the 14 there. He was really good on the end run. Congrats to those guys, and all you fans, and thanks for Owosso Speedway and Reveal the Hammer for putting this on.
Same question to Steve. Our next race for the Reveal the Hammer Series at your home track, Kalamazoo Speedway, the inaugural Marty Jones Memorial. I know it's got to be a big deal to the Bozells.
Oh, yeah, that's one on our calendar for sure. Hopefully we can come out there swinging and be pretty good at that one also.
Phil Bozell, second place here tonight in the Michigan Auto Racing Fan Club 100. Rounding out the podium finishers, a Duco Performance number 4, Adam Terry out of St. Joseph, Michigan. Completing a clean sweep of the podium from Southwest Michigan. Adam, nice job. Congratulations. This has got to feel pretty good. All you Southwest Michigan guys, all you Kalamazoo Speedway guys sweeping the podium.
Yeah, that feels real good. You know, the 3 of us have raced together a real long time. Phil and I grew up together, so it's awesome to still be up here racing and at the front with these guys. That race was some attrition, and we'll take it for where we had to start to come home with a car clean and really no marks on it. So we'll just see if we can rebuild and come back a little better on the next one.
And just like with Steve, just like with Phil, the next race for Reveal the Hammer Series, the inaugural Marty Jones Memorial at your home track, Kalamazoo Speedway. I know you're looking forward to that one.
Man, we look forward to everyone on this schedule. You know, we just hope to race in front of a great group of fans and, you know, packed houses like tonight was. And, you know, Kalamazoo's a special place, and that race is going to mean a lot to a lot of us that drivers. Got to race with Marty over the years. He treated a lot of people great. And so looking to hopefully put on a great show there, pack the place, and put on one hell of a show.
Adam, thank you so much. Nice job, my friend. Thank you so much on behalf of the Reveal the Hammer Outlaw Super Late Model Series. As we mentioned, our next race is on Friday, June 7th at Kalamazoo Speedway in Kalamazoo, Michigan for the inaugural Marty Jones Memorial. On behalf of all of us with the Wedge Body Warriors, Rich Mercero, Donnie Klotz, Jeff Ochaska, Dave Rice-Smith, Michael McIntyre. My name is Matt Preer of the Performance Racing Network. It's always an honor and a privilege to come back to my home track here at Owosso Speedway. We'll send things back over to the co-voice of Owosso Speedway, Chris Phobie and Roger Williams. Take us home, my friends. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Matt. Great job as always, and congratulations to our top 3 down there in the Victory Lane area. That concludes tonight's show here at Owosso Speedway. Tomorrow we'll be back at it, 3 o'clock, with our Destruction Overload show. We hope that you'll come on out and join us tomorrow afternoon. The front gates will open at noon, pits at 10 o'clock, and we'll be underway at 3 o'clock. Thank you all that have watched on YouTube, and that tomorrow's show will also be streamed live on our YouTube channel. On behalf of Chris Phobie, I'm Roger Williams. We're shutting up for tonight. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Drive home safe, folks. Have a great night. And thanks for coming out to Owosso Speedway.